Hello, everybody, and welcome to the stream. I am the Straight Edge Monster. Today we are doing a quick three show episode because I want to test something. I've done a lot of changes here uh, that we're gonna go over right quick. This is gonna be a really short stream, but um, okay. Let's see if I can explain this. So I had a TV deal in place with Pro Wrestling Federation or whatever the hell it was called. My developmental, right? This one right here. So if you go to all promotions, yeah, Professional Wrestling Federation, I still have some guys there, like the really young dudes are still there, and the champions and stuff like that. Had a TV deal with them, but um, unfortunately, uh, one day afterwards, the TV deal got taken off. And I think it's because they're subsidized by through me, so they're just losing money. So I guess I can't make money off of them. I'm literally just usually using them to pay, so I can't offset it. So what I did is I brought up a lot of the people, and I took some of the people that I'm not using on a regular basis, and I've created a new brand. So this is the regular AWA brand here, and then I made AWA Forge, which will be like my NXT type situation. So these guys will go off and wrestle or whatever in their own thing. They have their own titles. It's whatever. So this is basically like my, for lack of better explanation, NXT. So I've got two upper card mid faces. I've got one upper card heel. I've got some mid card face and heels. I got a lot of low card guys, and eventually I'll move over all the rest of the developmental these guys over as well. So like the really young dudes and the champions, I'm keeping here for now, and then I'll use this as like almost like a WWE Performance Center type deal, and then once they get to where I need them to go, I'll move them to Forge, and then Forge will happen, and then they'll move them up to the main roster of AWA. The reason I'm doing this basically test stream, I guess you could call it, is I do have the first three shows that I'm going to do, as we just had AWA. Um, shit. Dead End October with Cage Wars or whatever. And I've got the first three shows afterwards, so the first week worth of shows. But as you can see here, I have AWA Forge Presents Rampage and AWA Forge Wrestling. These are auto booked, and I wanted to see if it does it correctly. So it's kind of like a test to see what I need to do here as far as the auto booking goes. Um, so I made AWA Forge Wrestling. That is the weekly show, and then Rampage, which I'm starting the whole thing off with, will be their monthly like big show, like a pay-per-view. I'm hoping to make some extra money off of it. I don't know how that's going to work because I wanted to only have I wanted to only have Rampage be like with a tiny closed circuit type deal, but they don't let you separate it. So if I go to events and I go to Rampage, it's literally as a monthly event. And then monthly events, if you go to network deals, monthly events are lumped in with annual premium events. So it's going to get these things here. Now it's not going to make as much money because it's not very popular. I mean, I guess it's popular, but it won't be getting really high show ratings, I guess I should say. And then for the actual show, and by the way, these are all to try to even it out because I'll be making some unnecessary money here. To even it out, I have the shows. I wish I could show you here. I've got all the Rampages and all the Forge Wrestlings at the same location. Like all four Forge Wrestling will be held at oh my goodness, I don't even remember what I have them listed as. The Butler Hancock Pavilion for Forge and Davis Pavilion for Rampage. I want to say the Davis Pavilion one is in California, and the Butler Hancock Pavilion is in Colorado. I'm also going to trying to sign two announcers to go to that specific brand. That is Dave Brown and Kevin Kelly and Bob Dinsmore right there is another referee that I'm going to send over to those specific that specific brand. And then Barry Windham was something that we were doing at the end of the last show. So we are now currently in November 2nd. We're going to go ahead and book these events and run the 3 events, and then we're going to see if I can sign those guys, and 2, how AWA Forge and Forge Wrestling go and how they book it. All right, so let's do this. And if I need to step in and do a rampage every now and then, I will. But I'm probably not going to touch this too much just because I already have so much stuff that I have to book. And then I've made the titles as well. So if we go down here, I made the 3 titles. They're all the same type of layout, except one has the barbed wire stars or whatever around it. That is the main championship. The Forge Tag Team Championship has the green around it, and then the Forge Women's Championship has the pink on the edge of it. So I wanted something simple. I didn't want anything too difficult, and I also wanted not to call it AWA Forge because then it would be lost in the shuffle up here, and this is a good way for me to keep it separated so I can just see it down here. I've already given out the titles as well to start off. So Iceman King Parsons is my first ever Forge champion. The Golden Combination of Bill Badger and Brad Bison are my Forge Tag Team champs, and Luna Vachon is my Forge Women's champ. So I'll see what they do, and if I run into the same problem that apparently a lot of people on Pro Wrestling Sim have, where the titles are not getting defended enough, or they're not being changed out. I don't need it to be changed out like a ton or anything like that, but if it's not changed on a regular basis, I will go in and change Rampage auto booked and book a big show and make the change that I need to change, or changes that I need to change, and we'll see how it goes. Other than that, I'm not too worried about it. But like I said, this is going to be a test stream and make sure that everything's running kind of smoothly before the next week of AWA Forge happens. All right, let's do this. We're going to go ahead and go right into... Uh-oh, I don't know why that didn't... Oh, give me a second. Let me do that. Okay. All right. Start the show here. All right, so AWA Superstars, this is taking place in Miami Arena in Florida. Sorry about that. Show intro fans are welcome to tonight's episode with clips of Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, Rick Rude, Ricky Steamboat, and Ric Flair, underscored by the show's high energy theme music. This is 97%. I love starting off with the show intros, obviously, because it's what an actual show starts off with. And I've got a lot of people to pull from, so I can change this up regularly. And I like to change it kind of based off who the biggest stars of that particular show are as well. So Rick Rude is on the show. Hogan, I don't think Hogan's on the show, but Hogan's on the next show. Ric Flair's on the show. Savage is on the show. So you get the idea. Next up, 81% as... we cut to Gordon Soley and Gorilla Monsoon, who announced the company's latest major event, AWA Wrestle Rock, which will feature a 20-man Wrestle Rock Rumble match with the winner getting a shot at the AWA World Champion at AWA Super Clash. So this is basically my Royal Rumble, in case you didn't know, but it's only going to be 20 men. And that way I can keep it down to a lot of really good talent, so I'm not throwing in like tag team dudes in there and guys that you know aren't going to win. So I wanted to keep 20. There was part of me that wanted to go 40, and I was like, oh, no, that's diluting it too much. So I wanted to go 20. I think 20 is a good sweet spot because I can still leave guys out that will still be able to be in other matches that are high quality, and it won't be everything is focused on just the world title match or whatever that happens to be and the Wrestle Rock match. Like, basically like regular Royal Rumbles today are, where that's the only reason you're watching the 2 Royal Rumbles and the world title match. So I wanted to make it more a little bit balanced throughout the rest of the show. 81% for that. Next up, we've got Medusa defeating Devil Masami by pinfall. 59%, and it was 3 stars, though. I do like that. 99%. As Rick Rude and Paul Heyman cut a promo, Heyman says, Ravishing Rick Rude is here in the AWA, and you saw what happens when you mess with the Alliance. Rick Rude is coming for gold, and he's coming for gold very, very soon. So if you currently hold a title here in AWA, you better get nervous really fast. You better get paranoid very quickly. You better have eyes in the back of your head starting tonight. Rick Rude is going to be champion before 1988 is over. And Rick Rude said, it's only a matter of time before you realize that all the men want to be me and all the women come to see me. All right, very nice. 62% as Bob Orton Jr. defeats Manny Fernandez to retain the TV title. 62%. Brainbusters and Heenan promo is next. Heenan gives him a 90%. Love that. Heenan says Cage Wars is done and gone, and even though the Horsemen came up short through no fault of our own, as we were cheated out of a victory due to a foreign object, the Brainbusters are letting the world know today that they are coming after the AWA World Tag Team Championships. Ricky Morton, Robert Gibson, it's time for the Brainbusters to officially kill rock and roll forever. So now we can move on with that feud here. Brainbusters defeat Soul Patrol. 3.5 stars, nice. 3.5 star match, 76%. Next up, we've got an 82%. Randy Savage attacks Ricky Steamboat mid-celebration. This 82% angle. Ricky Steamboat hits the ring, proudly holding aloft his championship belt and cutting a self-congratulatory promo to celebrate an important landmark in his championship reign. After hearing enough, Randy Savage hits the ring and attacks Ricky Steamboat. So yeah, Savage is still pissed because he obviously beat him. 76% for Steamboat's entrance, 79% for celebrating his achievement, 85% as he's attacked because Savage helps with the star power, and then of course 91% as they both engage in a brawl. 87% main event match, 3.5 stars as well. Hey, this is a pretty good quality show, honestly. Kurt Hennig and Vader defeat Flair and Luger as Hennig defeats Flair with the Fisherman's Suplex. And then we have a post-match segment here, 90%. As soon as the match ends, Lex Luger blindsides Vader and hits his running forearm in the middle of the ring. Vader is laid out as Luger yells repeatedly, "You still didn't beat me. You still didn't beat me." We all know that Vader's still trying to get that shot at Lex Luger for the International Championship. We did gain in popularity. Nice. That's good. 81%. WWF holds Primetime Wrestling. We'll check that out real quick. King Harley Race defeats Don Morocco. Tito Santana defeats Strike Force. Bam Bam Bigelow defeats Hillbilly Jim. Earthquakes defeats Sam Houston. Nice. Let's see what we got going on here. The Promise to Medusa succeeds. Love that. We had a 2.9 rating. 2.96. Very good. Boom, boom. And 15,200 for the ticket sales. All right, now we're going to AWA action. This is in the Omni in Georgia. Capacity 17,000. All right, the show intro. See, as this one has Terry Funk and Luger in it. For the intro, 84% on this one. So not too great on that one, actually, for some reason. I don't know why. Okay. 86%. Tony Schiavone interviews Luger and Heenan. Tony says, standing by with Lex Luger and his manager Bobby the Brain Heenan of the Horsemen. Apparently you and your client have a big announcement. Heenan says, that's right, Tony. We are here to let everyone know that Lex Luger is the first man to throw his name into the Wrestle Rock Rumble match. Luger says, and not just that, but I want Vader to know that he may have won Cage Wars, but he didn't beat me. He beat Tully Blanchard. Tonight, I'm going to give someone a shot, or not tonight, right? I'm going to give someone a shot at my AWA International title who actually deserves it. Manny Fernandez, I saw how great of a fight you put up against Bob Orton Jr., and I'm here to let you know that I'm giving you a shot at the international title next week. So even though Manny Fernandez obviously just lost the TV title match, Lex Luger is still dodging Vader and saying that other people deserve it, even though they clearly do not. Next up, we've got a 59% U.S. Tag Team title match as the Fantastics retain over the Sawyer Brothers. Next up, we've got 100% as Hulk Hogan cuts a promo and declares for the Wrestle Rock Rumble. He says, well, you know something, brother? I see that Lex Luger has already entered the Wrestle Rock Rumble match. I heard the winner of this match gets a shot at the AWA World title at the biggest pay-per-view of the year, AWA Super Clash, and nothing will be sweeter than to win the Rumble and go on to become world champion, brother. So what you gonna do when I throw out 19 other top-tier wrestlers and run wild on you? Next up, we've got a 3-star match. 62% as the Fuji family of Bull Nakano, Aja Kong, and Akira Hokuto defeat the Jumping Bomb Angels and Manami Toyota as Akira Hokuto defeats Toyota with the Northern Lights Bomb. 96% as Terry Funk declares for the Wrestle Rock Rumble match. He said, well, it seems to me that everyone is going to start throwing their names into a big old brawl between 20 people. I can't see how I'd live with myself if I missed the opportunity to take part in that. So Luger, Hogan, you've got some company, boys. You better be ready because the Funker knows this is his kind of match, and when it's all said and done, you'll know too. Very nice. Next up, we've got a 73%er. Big angle here as Ricky Steamboat issues an open challenge. Ricky Steamboat comes out to the ring and says what Randy Savage did to him last night was what cowards do. It's what sore losers do. It's why Randy Savage has to go to the back of the line. Steamboat is here to talk about the future. He's here to issue an open challenge for a shot of it at his AWA World title at AWA Wrestle Rock. Mr. Fuji and Iron Sheik come out. Iron Sheik says that he's tired of being overlooked at big shows and wants to humble America by becoming the AWA champion. Sergeant Slaughter then comes out, and Slaughter says that Iron Sheik will never be champion as long as he's here in the AWA to stop him. He says only real American patriots should be champions in the AWA like himself and Stars and Stripes. Steamboat says that he has an idea and says that Iron Sheik should go against Sergeant Slaughter, and the winner of the match will get a shot against Steamboat for the title at Wrestle Rock. Gorilla Monsoon makes the match between Sergeant Slaughter and Iron Sheik official for next week's AWA action. Next up, Hogan versus David Schultz is 3 stars and 85% as Hogan defeats David Schultz by pinfall, and then Hogan celebrates to end the show. No popularity change, 76%. Bob Caudle. Bruce Hart defeats Ron Slinker. Headhunter Abe defeats Baron Von Raschke. Stevie Ray defeats Kid Cash. I'm almost positive those guys are not supposed to be. I gotta check those. Magnificent Mimi versus Jimmy Del Rey. Don Harris, Glacier. Ice Train versus Todd Champion. Perry Saturn versus Jesus Castillo Jr. And Tommy Rich. And I assume Doug Gilbert defeats the Renegade Warriors. Main event is Steve Williams defeating Stan Lane, Dusty Rhodes defeating Colonel De Beers, and Road Warrior Hawk defeating the Powers of Pain. So, I wish it would tell you who he beat on the Powers of Pain, but anyway, Road Warriors defeat Powers of Pain. New Japan Pro Wrestling. Chris Candido versus Bill LaFon. Philifon defeats Chris Candido. Sakurada defeats Koshinaka. Yamazaki defeats Raven. And Minoru Suzuki defeats George Takano. Bob Cottle. 80 and 75. He's 58 years old, though. They can keep him. We've got 11 males here. Let's see what we got going on. Oh, Barry Windham accepted my offer over WWF. Let's go. We got Barry Windham. Bob Dinsmore accepts it. Finalize. Dave Brown accepts it. Kevin Kelly accepts it. All right. So we got 2.82 million. And we sold 17,000. Oh, we didn't say 17,200? We didn't sell it out, really? Or maybe, no, we did sell it out. It was 17,000. Okay, we're good. It was 15,200 for the other one. Ooh, okay. Very nice. All right, so now we go to brands. Oh, no, let's go to my roster. And you go to announcer. All right, so he's already there, so that's good. All right, so he's there. He's there. So now what I need to do is I need to go to shit. Fuck. How do I do this? How do I do this? Let's do. Go to events, edit event. That's not it. Shit. Okay, those aren't it. Where do I do this at? Commentary. There we go. Boom, bum, bum. Forge presents Rampage. That will be Dave Brown and Kevin Kelly. And then Forge Wrestling will be Dave Brown, Kevin Kelly. All right, so those are my announcers for that. And then my referee, is he already over there? Bob Dinsmore is already there. Okay, cool. All right, so that should be set up correctly now. So Bob Dinsmore and David Manning are my two referees over there. I've got Dave Hebner, Tommy Young, and Charles Robinson for the AWA. I don't know when Barry Windham's going to come to me. December 1st. So December 1st, I'll get Barry Windham. That's cool. Big pushes for Owen Hart, Earthquake, and Jake Roberts, apparently. NWA makes a contract renewal offer for Nick Patrick. Nick Patrick. Oh, man, there's a lot of shit going on here. You, Nick Patrick. He's a 90 on refereeing. And he's only 29. Could I steal Nick Patrick? I kind of want to. It's 29. Get him for 6 years. 0. Go 15,000 a month. Signing bonus. Or hold on. He wants 5,000. Let's give him 10,000. And then the signing bonus will do 20,000. Doesn't want any of that shit, so that's good. Referee obviously in the AWA. We'll see if he takes it. All right. So NWA holds holds WCW. Road Warriors. Wow, tag. That's a nice one. That's a nice main event. I can't believe it only got 87%, but the Road Warriors defend the World Tag Team Championships against Sting and Dusty Rhodes. And they keep the titles. The Scott Steiner, the Steiner brothers helped defeat Powers of Pain. And they had 3 tag team matches. And the Dynamic Dudes defeat the Mod Squad. 3 tag team matches, bro. CMLL, let's see what they did. Hector Guerrero defeated Viano 1. Silver King defeated Bellino. Pierroth Jr. defeated Lizmar. Conan defeated Dr. Wagner Jr. And Vampiro defeated Blue Demon. Really? Holy shit. Okay. Vince McMahon and Linda McMahon announced their divorce in a development that has taken fans and the wrestling community by surprise. The once celebrated power couple Vince and Linda McMahon have officially announced their decision to part ways and file for divorce. This news marks the end of a significant chapter in the lives of 2 of wrestling's most admired personalities, whose relationship has been a subject of much fascination and admiration over the years. Despite their split, both Vince McMahon and Linda McMahon have expressed their intention to maintain a professional demeanor and continue contributing to the wrestling world with the same passion and dedication as before. They have also requested privacy during this personal time as they navigate the transition. The wrestling community has rallied around both individuals, offering support and respect for their decision as they embark on their separate paths. The impact of their joint contributions to the sport remains indelible, and fans are hopeful to see them thrive in their respective careers. Okay. So WWF is going after Nick Patrick, and I'm going after Nick Patrick, and NWA is going after Nick Patrick. Good to know. Good to know. I'm gonna do this last show here. 100% on the show intro for that one. Very nice. All right. This is obviously AWA World Class Championship Wrestling at the Showboat Sports Pavilion, which I might change this to be a bigger thing. I don't know yet. I haven't made up my mind. I don't know if I want to fucking book another hour show, but I've been going back and forth because this one's only a 2,000, and I think that would fit more with the AWA Forge Wrestling thing. As far as the seat arena, I still would hold the WCCW in a single locale every week, but it would be the Butler Hancock Pavilion, I believe, instead, which is seats a little bit more. Anyway, okay, so 100% on the show intro. Next up, we've got Vader. 85% promo as he announced AWA Wrestle Rock Rumble. It will be Vader time. So he's there in the Wrestle Rock Rumble. Ultimate Warrior 100% promo as he enters the Wrestle Rock Rumble match. Warrior says, the planets have aligned. The Warriors have spoken out to me. They have shown me the way. AWA Wrestle Rock, the Warrior will rumble. So there you go. Next up, Sid, 80% with Heyman, as he also says that he is going to enter into the Wrestle Rock Rumble. Heyman says Sid Vicious is ready to show you all why he's the master and ruler of the world. Wrestle Rock Rumble, it will begin for him and end for everyone else. Next up is a 96% promo as Ric Flair and Heenan are backstage. Ric Flair says, a very special appearance by yours truly, the Nature Boy. I wanted to come out here and let everyone know that I can assure you that Kurt Hennig and I are not done yet. You may have beaten me in Cage Wars, and you may have picked up a fluke pin in a tag team match, but when my sole focus is on you and yours is on me, no one in the wrestling world can defeat me. Woo! And then finally, Iron Sheik versus Bob Backlund is your match of the week. 3 stars, 72%. As Iron Sheik wins via submission with the camel clutch. And let's end the show here. We gained popularity. It is 88% show. Very nice. We had 3 days in shows. We only gained popularity in North America on 2. But that's okay. Bob Caudle signs an exclusive contract with NWA. Let's see, superstars here. Strike Force defeats Beverly Brothers. Coco Beware defeats Kamala. And Owen Hart defeats Tama. Portland Wrestling. Art Barr defeats Ed Moretti. Brian Adams defeats Rip Oliver. Billy Jack Haynes defeats Cannonball Grizzly. Bob Caudle signs exclusive contract to stay with NWA. We had 1.20 million viewers for that. And then, of course, the 2,000 in ticket sales. All right, so now we're going to test this Rampage thing out. Now, Rampage, I'm not... Yes, Nick Patrick took our offer. We got a better referee. All right, so they sold 12,953 tickets. That's not terrible. Nets us 647,000 in ticket sales. Okay, it didn't give me any... What the fuck? Don't I not have a TV deal with them? Why are you showing me this? I don't want that. Get off my shit. Where is my shit? Ooh, I don't know. It doesn't say I don't have a thing with no ticket sales. Forge Wrestling has the average U.S. syndication. It should be like right under here, because it's considered a monthly event thing. That's so weird. I don't know why. I wonder if it's because it was auto booked. I don't fucking know. I don't hate not getting the money though. I'm excited to see what happened. Let's see what happened on their shit. Aniversario in Mexico last night. The show was a critical success. La Parca defeated Damien 666. Conan defeated Viano 1. Viano 5 defeated Jerry Estrada. Felino and El Santo defeated Vampiro and Silver King. Viano 4. Oh, the Vianos kept the trios titles. Nice. Tag team championships stayed the same as well as Azteca and Atlanta's retained over Liz Mark and Dr. Wagner Jr. And Blue Demon Jr. retained the World Heavyweight Championship against Hector Garza. Very nice. All right, let's see what's going on here. All right, the show feedback has been mixed with some fans and critics expressing disappointment about the event. Below are the results. All right, so Iceman King Parsons defeated Chris Adams, 52%. Luna Fashawn defeated Susan Sexton. And Golden Combination defeated the Simpson brothers. Dustin Rhodes defeated Bill Irwin. And then you had an angle with Cactus Jack and Terminator for some reason. Or the Terminator. Why is the Terminator on there? Did I move him over? An angle involving Dean Malenko, Kokina, Ming, and Hayabusa, which is super random. I don't remember moving those guys over. Let me look. Yeah, Kokina's right there. Why in the hell are you using him? And Terminator's right there. They shouldn't be using those guys. That is quite odd. They used Terminator, Kokina, Hayabusa, what in the hell's going on? Alright, I don't know. Interesting. I don't know. I don't know what that's about. Let's go to let's go to my roster. Nick Patrick is going to, I guess, hold on, referee. Why are you not? God damn it. Main event referee. I don't like that. It doesn't change it automatically. Oh, he's not going to start with me. That's right. Okay, so he's not going to be on there anyway. He starts with me on December 4th. Okay, so I don't have to worry about that yet. That's good. Corporal Kirshner loses weight. 6 males. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, that makes sense. Don't know why it didn't tell me that before, but all right. Nice, so I did make a shit ton of money. See, I really wish I could just make that only one of those and make it like a tiny thing. But it's whatever. Next day. I think I'm going to end up changing that to be. I think I'm going to take that one off. I'm going to keep Mexico. I think I'm going to take off the Canada one as well. The Canada one, the cable video store, because I mean, I'm going to just, or I'll take off the, okay, cable video store. I'm going to get rid of these. Even though cable video store, I'm not making that much anyway, and it kind of makes sense to have it back in the day in '88 for sure. Maybe I will do that. Take off in like I don't know, when the fuck did Blockbuster start going downhill? I'll write down a year to take that off. But I will take off Viewers Choice USA. I don't need 2 USA ones. That's kind of dumb. So I'll keep Canada. I'll keep Cable Video Store, Mexico, Canada. And I don't know what Cablevision is. I thought Cablevision was Mexico as well, but I'm not positive. I'll look to figure out what Cablevision is, and if it's Mexico, then I'll get rid of one of those. Probably the Cablevision one, even though I'm making more money on it because it doesn't make any sense. But I don't think that's the case though. Cablevision's got to be U.S. because that says 214, and you're telling me closed circuit Mexico I had 7,000. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? But I'm also getting a shit ton of viewers on my weekly show, weekly shows on TV from Mexico too. So I'm not quite positive. And technically, the game counts as all North America anyway. So I'll look at that. I'll look at Cablevision. All right, so we'll do that too because I shouldn't be making that much money on a damn developmental thing. Dwayne Bruce has entered the wrestling world. Got a mail here. Forge Wrestling sold 4,500 tickets. Nice. Bart Batten thinks he deserves a push? Okay, well. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to answer that. Fuck, I have to answer that. What the fuck? I know what the hell he is. I know he's an enhancement talent. Let's see. He wants a push. To be lower mid card, you're still gonna lose every match. Fuck it, I'll do it. I'll say yeah. I'll say. I mean, I don't know when is his contract up anyway? The end of next year. Yeah, fuck it. Whatever. Mail. Sure, dude. Sure, dude. All right, let's see what Forge Wrestling did. Dean Malenko defeated Matt Bourne. Brickhouse Brown defeated Brian Adias, and Chris Adams defeated Al Perez. I'm not really liking my B show here. And I don't have the other one set up. Okay, so go to all promotions. We're so close to fucking Continental too. That might be not a great time to start doing this. Finance is fine. Finance is fine. Uh-oh. What the hell? Why are your finances so far down? What's going on there? Oh, shit. Interesting. Why is New Japan's finances fucking so... Why do they take a tumble? Shit, sorry. It's quite interesting. Damn, fucking Suzuki's a main eventer already? He's only 20 years old. Alright. Well, I just wanted to test that out, guys. So I got the 3 shows. I mean, it wasn't terrible. I don't understand. I guess Autobook, it doesn't tell you till the next day how much you made or whatever. We did get Nick Patrick, and I did get Barry Windham, so that's pretty cool. I just wish I knew... I wish I knew how much I lost or gained in popularity. I assume that those shows affect your popularity. If I go in history, right? AWA. I go Rampage here. Yeah, see, that's just too much shit. I gotta figure out where the fuck Cablevision is. If Cablevision is the US too, that's getting taken off for sure. Total show rating was a 51. That was a 52. If I add the other guys in, I think that'll help a little bit. It being a 1-hour show, you can only fit 3 matches, so that doesn't shock me. Awards and rankings. We haven't checked this in a while. Let's look at these. Sid Vicious is fucking Wrestler of the Year out of nowhere. Let's go, dude. He came out of nowhere. Men's Wrestler of the Year. Luna's up there now. Luna's 3rd. Promotion of the Year. Show of the Year is Dead End, 94. Love that. So yeah, I mean, we're doing pretty good. Sid, I can't believe Sid jumped up there. That's insane. It'll probably come back down once he start having some matches, though. Like, most of that's angles, obviously. But anyway, that'll do it for today. I just want to do a little test. I appreciate it. And I'll look into the pay-per-view stuff so that I'm not generating so much money at one time. Blah, 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 especially now with the development thing, I don't think it's fair. And then I'll try to switch that around as well. The 2000 Showboat Sports Pavilion in Nevada will go to the developmental, and I'll take something else from them. I'll take the what was it called? So this one, Butler Hancock Pavilion 4500. I'll take that for WCCW, and they can have the 2000. We'll do that instead. And Cow Palace is what I'm running for the Rampage shows, apparently. So I don't know what the hell the Davis Pavilion is then. Alright, so I'm switching Butler Hancock Pavilion with the Showboat Sports Pavilion. Alright, so that'll be noted. So I won't make as much money for those shows, especially since I can't control it. Anyway, I'm out. I will see you guys again soon. Deuces.